My architecture office, Siegel Strain Architects, was working on a project, the Yosemite Environmental Education Center. And in the middle of that process, Larry Strand in our office went to a lecture and learned about the flame retardants, the toxic flame retardants that were persistent and bioaccumulative. And we talked with our client, who was really sympathetic, and decided that we had to find a way to insulate these buildings, have them be high performing and not have the plastic foam insulation on the outside. And then AB 127, so Assembly Bill 127 passed, which was to look at some alternatives to using flame retardants and plastic foam insulation, particularly in the building code with the state fire marshal. And so I started going to these working group meetings for AB 127 Sacramento, which was a really interesting process. And for me, it was a really interesting discovery. I was in the room, there were a lot of scientists, there were a lot of industry people from insulation industry. There were a lot of, fire marshals and people who were sort of from the firefighting side of things, but there were no builders and there were no architects. There was no one in the room who regularly opened the building code or used the building code or built buildings. And it was one of the first times that I felt like being someone who opens the building code pretty much every day was an incredible tool and asset to make change, to create change. I am really pleased about the AB 127, where it's gone now, and the proposal for a change to the California Building Code to use plastic foam insulation without flame retardants under a concrete slab. The state fire marshals put it forward. There's a lot of support from the state fire marshal. So I'm really just pleased about that. And I think it will really help get things rolling in terms of making these changes in the future. Greater changes to more codes, but that's very encouraging.